You got to remember, I was always a big fan of Bruce Lee. I believe in that style. I believe in that martial art philosophies. I don't believe in. I have to say, when I used to study a lot of these samurais and Jackies films, to me they were all great, classics. I learned a lot from them, but there was certain soul, and there was certain soul that was missing things that I saw in Bruce Lee's films. Certain little bit of personal finesse, flavors. I wanted to bring out the martial arts as a martial art actor, like what Bruce Lee did. I want to go full out and bringing that flavor out. So I was studying all their films and studying, how do I bring that flavor? And obviously I brought some like Ali Shovel and Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard, and the hands and everything, and the interpretation of the boxings. But actually it was nothing new. It was just I brought it, I sophisticated it a little bit more as far as the movement and the camera angles. But if you look back to Bruce Lee's time, Bruce Lee was hip. He had the soul when he moved. He wasn't just bump, bump, block, punch. He was like, moving, a little bit fake and a little bit here. Very rhythmic, very, he had a lot of tempo behind it, And I think a lot of Hong Kong guys, after Bruce Lee passed away, didn't really captivate that, They look at Bruce Lee, oh, it's great. But then they try to copy his very surface movement, like the nose, the scream, or strike a pose. But look beyond that, It was about rhythm. It was about tempo, the way he shuffled, the way he moved, the way that made very unique to the eyes. And with that in mind, you can take it to any level. You can use that as a period film interpretation or a modern interpretation. If you look at Once Upon a Time or Dragon Gate or Butterfly or whatever movements, I actually have the same principle. Having the tempo, that soul, and striking different poses. It could be a period film poses, or it could be a modern, kickboxing poses. To me, they're all the same. It's how you interpret them. It's like what Bruce Lee's saying. When he first started with Kung Fu, a punch was just a punch. And after a certain period of time, that punch becomes mini punch. Then when he reaches at highest level, the punch becomes a punch again. But this time, this punch carries all the multiple punches behind it. So if I'm going to direct another Kung Fu films, I would probably try to interpret this whole decades of experience of martial art films, and try to find more of an inner emotional approach. You look at Bruce Lee films, it was just him. The camera was on him all the time, It was more like the way he interpreted the movements, The audience was fascinated and captivated by Bruce Lee's gesture, expression, movements. The reason why, I think there's a certain level of martial art acting, martial art performance on screen. You can be good, and you can be great. Being great, you can't just come into the picture and just being able to act good and throw 1-2 movements. You cannot. I refuse to believe that. I think, yes, there's technology today, you can CG, you can have all these special effects, but when it comes down to real feeling and motions, physical ability is part of emotion too. That's why Bruce Lee is so great.